Hello, I'm Mike Herron. Welcome to Windows on Spring Hill.
You got me, and baby, I got you. Hey, I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
Welcome to this week's Window on Spring Hill. I'd like to go ahead and say it's been a very good week in Spring Hill, Tennessee, and I want to start by congratulating all of our temporary workers, the 157 team members that have done a fantastic job, that have worked very hard, and have been committed and dedicated to General Motors and the UAW for the last 3.5 years, some a little less than that. But the conversion to permanent worker here within GM and the UAW is a big deal. And your new date of conversion will be February 3rd of 2020. Because of the national agreement, the way the contract reads, it will go back for 90 days, meaning that your actual seniority date will be November 5th of 2019. Why is this a big deal? Well, obviously, I don't have to tell you that job security is first and foremost. You no longer have to, you just have to do a great job, continue to do what you've been doing throughout the years, and making Spring Hill the great plant that it is, and building world-class quality, and you'll have the job security you need. Also, the additional pay, the additional benefits that come along with this are huge for you and your family. You start getting profit sharing. There's other bonuses that have been negotiated within the national agreement and by the international UAW and the General Motors Corporation that you will start getting as a result of this. And also bereavement and additional vacation and all these type of things that you'll get being a permanent worker. So congratulations to you. Congratulations to your family. It's a very, very big deal. It's a life-changing event, and we're very, very happy that this has been done here in Spring Hill. And this was a team effort, and I want to go ahead and thank the International UAW for their support. And they are critical to this process, and we are very thankful for their efforts. I also want to say thank you to General Motors because they did the right thing. Spring Hill, Tennessee has a very strong product portfolio. We're working very hard. Our plant's on 12 hours in many instances where our team members are supporting production and doing a fantastic job. And so I just want to thank General Motors, and the return on investment will be tremendous in terms of making these 157 team members permanent. So thank you for doing the right thing, and thank you also, I want to say this, thank you for making the commitment to Middle Tennessee. The Spring Hill plant has received a tremendous amount of product capital and new products throughout history. As you all know, it's easy to forget that just a few short years ago in 2010, the lights were off in this plant and we were only building components site-wide with 600 people. So we're up to 3,500 people. Things are going great. And our members are working very, very hard to make sure that we do a fantastic job and give General Motors the rate of return on investment they should be receiving from this plant and the high-quality products that we build. So thank you. Also like to go ahead and talk about the S.A.P, the Special Attrition Program that's been conducted here in Spring Hill. I believe that we were one of the top, if not the top, plant for the number of S.A.Ps to a specific location. We had 250 people that opted to go ahead we had 364 that opted to go ahead and sign up. 250 actually received notification that they were going to get the $60,000, and then just yesterday we received a list of additional 19 that are going to be able to go under the Special Attrition Program. And here's what that boils down to. That means there's 269 people that are going to be able to retire on February 1st or March 1st. Small percentage of those people have already gone out either October, November, December of 2019. But we're very happy and excited for those team members and their families that are going to be able to go ahead and start the next chapter in their lives, and they've received the $60,000 to be able to do it. I will also say that there's a lot of questions that have been asked about vacation and how does that work on the last year of your employment, knowing that you're going to be retiring. Well, according to the national agreement language, you are paid 1/26th of your retirement allocations. If you had 200 hours, which most of our retirees had, then you are going to be entitled to 1/26th of it for every pay period that you work, meaning every week. So therefore, I'm going to provide a chart to you that you're going to be able to go ahead and see how much you've accrued if you've got 200 hours coming to you. and that way you'll know exactly how much vacation time that you've got this year before you retire. Or if you don't take it, you'll be paid. Next up, I would like to talk about jobs. There's going to be a significant amount of job openings as a result of the people that have opted to retire. And also we have some additional business that's going to be going into powertrains, which is going to drive the need for some additional manpower over in that plant. We will be letting you know very, very soon. They're looking at different operational plans right now, and that will directly impact the amount of people that it takes to run the operation. So therefore, as soon as that's done, we'll let you know exactly where those jobs are at and exactly how to go about applying for them. Our strategy will be to use a blue sheet posting process, which is a mass posting process. Therefore, you can elect to put in for numerous jobs. Our normal 63A, 63B process allows you to put in for 2 job openings. That will not be the case for these mass, large number of postings that are going out. So anyway, we will notify you and let you know in advance when to apply for those jobs. I know there's a lot of people that are looking over to powertrain that would like to have an opportunity there, or stamping or injection molding, one of those types of jobs. Car final, quality, all the preferred areas. And so we will definitely let you know when those jobs are available, how many are available, and that way you'll know in advance. The other thing that we have done that I'd like to talk about here is we've talked about new language. And I think it's really, really important from an educational perspective that all of our members know what the contractual language is and where there's changes to the language. And so we're going to continue to use this medium as an opportunity to go ahead and put out the new language and let people know what's going on. One of those pieces of language is a summer vacation shutdown, planning period. That has changed. The corporation now owes the union notification of what the summer vacation planning shutdown is going to be. And then that has to happen within the first full week in February, which is a change from the last week in February, which it had been. So that's a change under this agreement. You will find that change on 2022B, which is a paragraph in the national agreement. And it's on page 28 of the White Book if you're looking to reference the White Book, which is the large contract book that's been put out from the national negotiations. Okay, the next thing I'd like to talk about is tuition assistance. The tuition assistance program has changed, and if you look on page 79 of the White Book, you'll find that there are some very specific changes. First, I want to say about tuition assistance, very few corporations or very few jobs that you have in America today give you the opportunity to take $5,000 and go and pursue your education. General Motors does that. The UAW has negotiated that. So when anybody says, well, you know, what value does the union provide in the workplace? Well, here's another example. And I think it's important to highlight that because that is probably one of the least used programs that's out there. And there's one thing for sure. Nobody can take away your education. And somebody giving you $5,000 every year to make an investment in yourself is a very good thing. The International Union has negotiated, and the bargaining team have negotiated the tuition assistance program again this year. However, there is a change in the 2019 UAW National Agreement. You now have to go ahead and have pre-approval. Due to some problems that were going on within the program, which we won't get into, there was a problem with the reimbursement process. So no longer can you get reimbursement. It has to be pre-approved. And if anybody's interested in going to school, I'd ask you to go to the training department located over at the LOC3, or go ahead and give the training department a call, and they will go ahead and walk you through exactly what you need to do to get signed up in advance. But please take advantage of that program because that's something that you'll never be sorry that you have. It's something that can never be taken away from you. Last up is there's been a lot of questions about the new apprenticeship training program. And there's a new process called the STAAR process. STAARC. What does that stands for is it's the Skilled Trades Apprenticeship Readiness Certificate, in which you'll go through. There's, we believe, 4 classes that our team members will go through, and this is a very transparent process. The national parties are defining this as we speak. I know that Al Farley, who is our apprenticeship chairman, and Frank McMahon, who has a tremendous amount of maintenance responsibilities and leadership responsibilities and assist Al with the apprenticeship program. Both of those guys have told me that they're waiting on the information to come back from the national parties, and as soon as that comes to us, we'll be sharing that with you so that you can take your classes. And I would not wait. I would go ahead and get on it right away. So the minute that we tell you what those classes are and how to go about getting them and what that program involves, I would suggest that if you're interested in the apprenticeship training that you go after that. Okay, and the last thing that I've got for this week is the production schedule. First shift was notified today. We will not be running first shift production with the exception of areas like steel stamping, like IM North, the injection molding plant, and I know Car Finals running and has some operations running there. Every area might have their individual needs, so please refer to your group leader and make sure that you get the specific information that you need for every area, but first shift will not be running mass production. Second and third shift will be running this week as scheduled. And so it's business as usual there. I also want to say that the football games will be running on the broadband TVs for viewing at breaks and lunch. We really hope that this makes it a little bit more palatable that you're working. The Titans are playing, and we really hope they do well. So go Titans. Okay, so we've covered a lot of information today, but very important information to you and your families. So I'd just like to say thank you very much. Hope you all have a great weekend, and congratulations to all of our temps that are no longer going to have to use that word. We're very happy for you, and believe me, it's deeply emotional to myself and to our entire leadership team that you are now permanent UAW members and can share in all of the benefits of being a UAW member. Absolutely critical to you and your families. Congratulations. God bless you. God bless the UAW. Have a great weekend.